Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. So, you already know. If I'm showing up on a Saturday, it's real. Cause I hardly ever do it. But we getting closer to the playoffs, so times are getting serious. And I need to address something that's super important. Micah Parsons has "that's on them" energy. You know that's on you energy. It's almost like I ain't got your back type of thing. And I'm gonna explain it because does he even want to play linebacker? There's a lot of debates going on, so we gonna talk about that. And then I'm gonna be fair to him and ask, can you even blame him? Because it's more than one side to this. And I'm always be measured in my approach. I gotta look at it from his end, I gotta look at it from my end. But y'all get ready, man. It's Boss Cowboy on Saturday.
Boss Cowboy Sports,
Where your voice matter.
where your voice matters.
Let's go. Boss on a Saturday. Yes, indeed.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride for the win, still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop a 9 month to month, still from year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest. Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my D-Day. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Good timing.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich.
Let's go.
Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter.
Do it again, again, again.
All the executives come in and have a seat.
Do it again, again, again.
All right, man. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to get into this one because this is very important, what we talking about. You know, a lot of us, you know, obviously we focused in on Miami, and I am too. But every now and then I got to stop back and I got to look at the bigger picture of what's going on and kind of work my gift, because that's my gift. I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna try to put it all together. And I think that's just one of the things I do better than most people. because I think I'm seeing this very clear. And I have a good track record when I start warning about stuff, because I see things early. Now, y'all remember who was doing all those shows saying that it was a divide and a schism between Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore? There wasn't nobody else doing that. And I was warning about it, and I was warning about Steele. I got so many warnings, man, and this is a warning. And this is why we got to focus on this now. I'm talking about right now, because right now, my attention, first of all, is on the defense, because the defense right now is looking like they could be one of the biggest reasons we don't get over the hump. So if I'm trying to win a Super Bowl, I have to put our attention on what's the biggest risk of us not doing it. So earlier, just so y'all know where I'm coming from, even talking about Micah right now, is I've been making a case lately about Dan Quinn, because obviously Dan Quinn has done an amazing job. He turned around an all-time bad defense, literally the worst defense in our franchise history. In literally 1 year, he had that defense top 3, and a lot of categories number 1. So when you see something like a track record like that, a lot of people can say, well, then why are you critiquing them? Because sometimes to win a championship, you have to look at the little things that can destroy you, not the big things, right? You got to look at the little things. So lately, the case I've been bringing up as I'm looking at the defense, I'm going to go back to Micah, but I'm just kind of talking about the big picture. One of the big picture things as we getting ready for Miami that I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for what I called Quinn's mind with Rod Standard. Okay, Rod Marinelli. Because see, when you compare the two, Dan Quinn is better at knowing exactly what he wanted. He know the type of guys he wanted. He knew the speed he wanted. He knew the length he wanted. He knew exactly what these guys was going to do. Quinn is an excellent planner. I think the guys like him. I'm not sure if they fear him. And the reason why I have to say that is because you keep seeing all these penalties. So, and I got to look at the whole thing if I'm trying to win, right? So, and this is something I want to highlight because I'm going to be looking for this going forward. So J Tuck, he did a great job of highlighting how me and him was discussing the Rod Standard on Monday. All right. We was literally discussing the Rod Standard. And when we say the Rod Standard, we talking about the pursuit to the football. This particular team is not playing football consistently with the Rod Standard. My brother in the building. What's up? My brother in the building. Good to see you, bro. But this team is not consistently playing with the Rod Standard. So the Rod Standard is basically how you fly to the ball. And I'm going to ask everybody, do you ever remember watching any game when Rod Marinelli was the defensive coordinator when you didn't see 100% effort from everybody? Now, if we say, can you remember some games to where we didn't see 100% of effort from Quinn's guys? You can name some games. I can name some games easily, right? So that's what I'm concentrating on right now. We concentrating on the defenses. That's what's bringing us. Let me go back to what I was saying with J Tuck, because we was talking about the Rod Standard, right? We talked about the Rod Standard of hustling and pursuit to the ball on Monday. Then later on in the week, and we used Tank as the example, and we said Tank is the last guy that's truly playing with the Rod Standard. And you can see it on the film. You can see that he's still all out, balls to the wall, full-fledged effort guy And then late on that week, he said it. And he actually credited Rod. Because they asked him, who did you model your game after? He said, I ain't really model my after nobody. I basically got behind the Rod standard. And I'm being honest, that's what we lacking on this defense. I'm going to actually start doing something that nobody doing, but I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start grading the defense according to the Rod standard. I'm going to do it every week leading up into the playoffs. Because as we getting ready for the playoffs, that's the only thing, in my opinion, that can really kind of knock us out, is if our defense is not playing according to the standard. And they haven't been in terms of their effort. Yes, the Rod standard. He said the Rod standard, huh? Exactly. The Rod standard. Hold on real quick. Let me highlight this with the homie real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me highlight this. Yeah, the Rod standard. And see, we all need to keep our eye on this. Y'all funny. The Rod standard. And so I'm gonna listen. Now, that could come across offensive to Dan Quinn. And you know what? I wanted to. I want him to be offended. I want him to be so offended that we calling it the Rod standard that he does something about it. I'm serious. Because I really believe in that. Sometimes as a leader, sometimes you got to piss people off. That's part of leadership. If me pissing you off go get the best out of you, well, that comes with it. So I'm not calling it the Quinn standard because I ain't been seeing the excellence in pursuit to the ball under Quinn. I'm calling it the Rod standard. I hope he hear about it. I hope it piss him off. And I hope it piss off the whole D. I hope the whole D pissed. I hope they like, man, who is this dude? Well, shit, it don't matter who I am. The question is, are you playing up to the standard? So now the reason why we got to talk about Micah Parsons, we have to talk about Micah Parsons. And when you look at my thumbnail, you see a friendly lion. Because actually, well, let me come back to that friendly lion. But we have to start with Micah Parsons because you know what? Micah Parsons is the tone setter. For good or for bad. Sometimes you don't ask to be the leader, but you are. And you the leader, not just because you was designated to be so. You are the face of not just the Dallas Cowboys. You are really looked at as the face of defense. So when you are the face of NFL defense, I have to start with him as the tone setter. And so it's important that we really break him down in a good way and build him up in a good way. But you first have to break him down. And if we really breaking him down and we being very honest, the first thing we gonna say okay, let me say this too about leadership. Because yes, Micah Parsons is the leader. But the original leader of the defense was Tank. And I would also say, being all the way honest, he did a better job. He was the one that came up with the hot bars. And the hot bars wasn't just a name. The hot bars was something that he created to where you had to make a certain amount of plays to be considered in the hot bars group. You had to get sacks, interceptions. You had to make plays to be considered a hot bar. It was Tank that came up with the competition with the offense. Y'all remember that competition they was having to where if you got a turnover, you got so many points, and they was competing with it was Tank. So Tank leadership style raised the whole group versus Micah, in my opinion, does not. And we go talk about it. The main thing that I see if I'm breaking down Micah, and I'm going to be the one to say that a lot of people not going to say. Micah is a friendly lion. He's a friendly lion. Friendly. Now he's still a lion. Because see, he's a lion based on him being a specimen. He's unique in his freakishness. He is. He's a lion. I'm never gonna take that away. But he's a friendly lion. He's a lion that smells flowers. You got this brute beast, but you can put your hand in his mouth and he not go. Yeah. You can kiss him on the nose. Yeah, he's a beast buddies. Yeah, that's who he is. He's a friendly lion. Yeah, he is friendly as hell. And I'm gonna tell you something. When a lion is friendly, he was trained to be that way. See, when you are a friendly lion, the only way you become a friendly lion is because of your habitat. Because when real lions are raised in a jungle, you can't put your hand in their mouth. You can't. Because their instinct is to eat you, not be friends with you. And he is a friendly lion. And he sets the tone of friendliness. He sets the tone of friendliness. And because he's a friendly lion, it makes him a bad leader. He doesn't know it though. I don't think he know it. Yeah, but it makes him a bad leader. See, because he's just being himself. He was likely raised to be friendly. And because you can put flowers in his face. See, a lot of people will say, boss, you going too far. You going too far, boss. What's wrong with being friendly? Friendly sets the wrong tone for your defense. It does. Because I'm going to tell you something, and I'm being all the way honest. When you are the leader, but you're friendly, you divide some of your guys. You do. See, this is what I mean. So when San Fran blew us out and he was over here exchanging jerseys with Christian McCaffrey, that was bad leadership. He don't know it. To him, he just being himself. He like, hey man, I admire the guy. He's a good athlete. I want the jersey on my wall. Get off my balls. But see, Micah not reading the room. He not. And see, it's guys that I know, they play with anger. I played with anger. I always tried to find any reason to hate the opponent. So if I saw one of my guys being friendly, it will fuck with me, bro. I really want y'all to understand that. You understand? And it would bother me. If San Fran whooped us and you took the main guy and you allowed him to use your jersey to put on his wall. So this is what the friendly lion did. Let's be all the way on. This is what he did. So now when Christian McCaffrey goes into his house, for the rest of his life, he gonna be able to point to his wall and say, you see this jersey right here? That was from when we tamed the lion. Why would you give him that, Micah? Why would you do that? And how do you not see that that's not setting a tone? Maybe you didn't ask to be the leader, but you are. And this is the cost of being the leader. You set the tone. And you friendly. And because you friendly, it makes you a bad leader. And it is bad. It's bad. And listen, have y'all noticed every time he's friendly, he shows no production? Have y'all noticed that? I noticed it. See, when you was out there talking about, oh, it's personal. And then what did Debo say? It was already personal. It should have been personal to you. And when he was friendly that game, he had no production. What other game did he have no production? Buffalo. What was he doing before the Buffalo game? Hey, man, Josh Allen, he's a frat guy. I would drink a beer with him. The fuck you doing? It's friendly, bro. And you are setting the wrong tone. I want to see him play angry. That's what I want to see. Because you know why? Because the greats do it. The greatest do it. The greatest play angry. Hold on, y'all give me a second. Check this out.
I didn't have any friends on the other team. My friends were the guys that were in the battle with me.
This group here is going to be why we win, right?
For me, anger was good. The more I could create an enemy.
Hold on real quick. Can I pause? Let me go back. Because see, people... Because this is who he wants to be. Don't get it twisted. Micah Parsons want to be a GOAT in the game. If you want to be a GOAT in the game, follow the GOATs.
I didn't have any friends on the other team.
Can we start there? Can we start there?
I didn't have any friends on the other team.
Can we start there?
I didn't have any friends on the other team. My friends were the guys that were in the battle with me.
What did I always say about a lion? When you dealing with a real lion that was raised in a jungle, when a lion is raised in a jungle, they only mess with their pack. See, I'm going to say what others ain't going to say. It's too many people that see. I understand. It's a lot of people, they want to get interviews from Micah. I get it. He's a powerful person. He's somebody that he could change my stream if he came on. And so you know what that make a lot of people do? They tiptoe. They don't want to talk and be honest. They just go kiss his ass. And if you truly loyal to him and the Cowboys, you tell the truth. Because I want the best for him. I want him to be the GOAT. So it's too many of us. I'm not saying Micah Parsons. I'm not saying Marcus. Man, we all know he's a dog. We know he's a killer pass rusher. But it's more to his game. And it's what it is. Let's keep going. Because I'm not playing. I'm dead serious. Like, listen to the GOAT.
I didn't have any friends on the other team. My friends were the guys that were in the battle with me.
This group here is going to be why we win, right?
For me, anger was good. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys.
How many times did I say that? The more I could create an enemy.
This group here is going to be why we win, right?
For me, anger was good.
See, people think I'm joking when I say that. When I say he needs to embrace the dark side. See, I've been playing this over and over and over and over and over again, but y'all think I'm playing.
Good. The heat has made you powerful.
Your hate has made you powerful, but your friendliness is making you weak.
The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys. But man, if I could just, what did they say? What did they look like?
He creating reasons to be upset. Man, but I'm not bullshitting, bro. I'm dead serious. You don't see what the GOAT is doing? He was creating reasons to be pissed. He wasn't helping people up. He wasn't exchanging jerseys. Matter of fact, if he lost, he didn't shake your hand. He walked off. I'm not shaking your hand. You just beat me. I'm not exchanging jerseys with you. I'm not helping up D. Smith.
Did they disrespect me at all?
Poor build.
What did he say? Did they disrespect me at all?
Did they disrespect me at all?
Poor build. Skinny.
Those are little things that can get me right in the emotional frame of mind that when I ran on the field and I said, let's get
He sets the tone, y'all. And it's too many people not saying nothing, man. And then my boy say, this is the crazy part. You know what, see? He wasn't different. My boy say Tom different. No, he wasn't. You know what made him not different? All the GOATs like this. Lawrence Taylor is considered a GOAT. Wasn't he like that? Kobe Bryant considered the GOAT. Wasn't he like that? Michael Jordan. See, Micah Parsons is special. He has the talent and the frame of a lion. He has the frame of a lion. But he has the athletic ability to be a GOAT. But somebody need to tell him straight up, bruh. You not following the pattern of the other GOATs, dog. Jordan then wasn't talking about drinking beers with Josh Allen. I'm just being honest with you, bro. Tom was trying to figure out a reason to be pissed at you. What Tom say? Did he say anything about me? Tom was looking for a reason. I told y'all, I used to do the same thing. I used to always hate it when receivers used to try to talk to me, because I always knew they was trying to get my guard down, and it used to piss me off. It used to piss me off. Let me show you where friendliness can work against you. Okay, I really want y'all to listen to this. Listen, because I'm being honest with y'all, man. I'm giving y'all the truth on how I see it. Hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm setting it up. I thought I already had it in here, but I didn't. But y'all check this out. Y'all check this out.
Did anybody disrespect you that you said it's done?
You guys remember Ndamukong Suh? Ndamukong was one of the biggest, fastest, most explosive athletes the league has ever seen. The Dolphins signed him, so we see him twice a year. I would always try to butter the D linemen up. I didn't want them trying to hit me any harder than they already were trying to hit me.
Before I continue, didn't I say friendliness? So this is the thing about Tom. Tom, hold on real quick. Coach Marv say a super chat. Coach, you better not be over here talking about your super chat. Man, Coach, as much as you be skipping super chats. Hold on real quick. Hold on, let me find. Hold on real quick. Let me see what Coach super chat is. Oh yeah, I got your super chat. I just saved it. Yeah, I got you. I got your super chat right here. All right. And all of y'all super chats. I got all your super chats. So, because let me tell y'all something. If we stopped every time y'all super chat, I never could finish my thought. So what I do, just letting everybody know, is when you send a super chat, I put it to the side, and I finish my presentation, and then I go back to it so I can be very concise in what I'm saying and not having a battle, taking this super chat to address anybody's stuff, and then going back to what I was saying. So I see all y'all super chats and appreciate it, Coach Marv. Thank you very much. But let me go back to this real quick, and I'm gonna get to them super chats in just a second. But I was saying, notice how Tom is saying that he was being friendly to defensive tackles, not because he's friendly. He was trying to get them to let their guard down and take it easy on him. So let's put it all together. Tom didn't like you, but he pretended like he was cool with you so he could take advantage of your friendliness. Can I say that again? I might have said that too fast. So Tom, as you can see, did not like his opponents, but what he would do is he would pretend to be friendly with you just to get you to let your guards down. Now, I told y'all when I used to play people and they used to try to come up to me with their sportsmanship and all that, it used to piss me off because I used to see through it. I'd be like, bro, what receiver is trying to be friendly to me? Your job is to embarrass me. So don't come up to me with this shaking hand shit. None of that. I'm here to kill you and you here to kill me. Let's get it on. Period. Yeah, Brady was a master manipulator. He was doing everything in his power to get the edge. He hated you and even was acting to get you off your guard. Which one is Micah? See, it would have. So let me show you what a real killer does when they put in that situation. Hold on real quick. Hold on, let me turn off this music. Let me show you what a real killer does when they put in this situation. Listen.
Did anybody disrespect you that you said, it's done?
You guys remember Ndamukong Suh? Ndamukong was one of the biggest, fastest, most explosive athletes the league has ever seen. The Dolphins signed him, so we see him twice a year. I would always try to butter the D linemen up. I didn't want them trying to hit me any harder than they already were trying to hit me. Every opportunity I could get, I would try to be like, you're a great player, man. Like, stay out of my backfield. So in Ndamukong, one time we were playing in Miami, I let go of the ball, and then this heavy arm would come in and just boom. The second drive of the game, and we were driving the ball, boom, he hit me again. And I never wanted to show him that, like, God damn, that hurt. So I slapped him on the butt. And I go, dude, stay out of our backfield today. And he looked at me and goes, I'm not your fucking friend. So I slapped him on the butt. And I go, dude, stay out of our backfield today. And he looked at me and goes, I'm not your fucking friend. So I slapped him on the butt. And I go, dude, stay out of our backfield today. And he looked at me and goes, I'm not your fucking friend. So I slapped him on the butt. And I go, dude, stay out of our backfield today. And he looked at me and goes, I'm not your fucking friend. So I slapped him on the butt. And I go, dude, stay out of our backfield today. And he looked at me and goes, I'm not your fucking friend. I respect that.
I respect that.
I never said another word to him.
But we don't want Sue. Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm just gonna chill out. I'm just gonna act like all right, man. Now we got the GOAT. What did the GOAT say he respected? What do this defense need? Maybe we don't need them yet, whatever, sure. Maybe we don't. But after this Miami game, if we still come out there friendly, they better pick up the phone. They better pick up the phone. See, but ain't it funny? Sue knew exactly what to do. Everybody else was falling for it. Everybody was falling for it. Hey, Tom playing everybody. Oh man, stay out of our backfield. Sue said, I ain't your friend, you mother. And I guarantee you, if Micah Parsons take that mentality, you gonna see a whole nother level come out of him. Yeah, you're a lion, but you're a friendly lion. I want him to really be a lion, because a lion only sees its prey as food. And they only hang with their pack. But if you embrace the dark side, you will set a whole nother tone for this defense.
Good. The heat has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side.
I'm still waiting on the lion to come out his ass. I'm still waiting on that lion. The real lion. Not the friendly lion. The real lion. Not lions that sniff flowers. Because see, you can look and see, damn, that's a lion. Look at him. The exterior is a lion. See, if Micah Parsons was on the Wizards of Oz, he wouldn't be the lion that needed courage. He would be the lion that needed meanness. We need to send Micah Parsons to the Wizards of Oz, to the Wizard of Oz, so he can come back with some anger. Yeah, that's what he need. He need anger. Not angry at the media. No, angry at Josh Allen just because. Now, do you say it in public? Nah. But when you out there playing, you mad as hell. So anyway, we gotta look at Micah because he's the tone setter, right? And this is also why I'm explaining to everybody, right? In this important show, because I'm looking at defense. We talked about Dan Quinn. We talked about the greatness that he has, but he needs to be able to coach those guys up to the rod standard in terms of their pursuit. Now we dealing with Micah Parsons because he is the leader of the defense. So we have to look at the good as well as the bad. In terms of the good, yes, he is a superior and he's becoming more and more refined as a pass rusher. But there are some things to be left wanting when it comes to his leadership, and it's some things to be left wanting when it comes down to his style of play, meaning he's too friendly. So, what was I talking about when I said Micah Parsons has that's on them energy? And we go talk about that. What's the it's on them energy? What do you mean by that? Well, it took me a while to start seeing it, but I started to see it. And I think I'm very clear on it now. At first I didn't see it, but I think I see it now. So one of the first clues that started to kind of show that there was a divide going on, right, was in the offseason when he was at that baseball game, and they asked him about him putting on weight. And he said, yeah, I needed to put on about an extra 5 pounds because I got to get ready for these 300-pound tackles. because I'm gonna be playing full-time defensive end. And see, no big deal to me. I was like, cool. If that's what their plan for him is, then that's the plan. I think he should be used as a chess piece, but if that's the plan, that's the plan. But then I saw something that really flagged to me that there was a divide. It's when Dan Quinn came out and he was like, no, he's a pass rushing linebacker. And then he said this, which let me know that it was some kind of offense to it. When Dan Quinn said, and if anybody has any questions, they need to come to me. See, we all been working under people and you overstep your authority, and that person that's in authority got to slow you down and say, hey, it's cool what you did, but you need to get that verified through me next time. When they say that, that means you stepped out of bounds. So I was like, hold on, something is up. And this is when I really started knowing something was up, because see, I played Division I football and I know how it works. In the off season, they already tell you what to work on, because a lot of times these guys in the off season, they have their own trainers, but the trainers need to be getting them ready for the season and the position that they're going to play. Like for instance, I have a friend, his name was Grover Thompson. At first he was playing tackle, but they moved him to tight end when I was at the University of Houston. So he needed to lose 40 pounds. And they told him that early. So if he would have came in and would have been like, no, I kept the 40 pounds, the coaches would have been like, what? We told you to lose 40 pounds. So for him to come in and be like, I'm a full-time defensive end, and Quinn to be like, no, he not. That's an indication that he basically separating himself from linebacker altogether. So while we've been seeing all these people saying he need to play linebacker, I was like, he don't even look like he want to play linebacker. Because I'm reading your body language. I'm reading the tea leaves. I'm reading how you coming across. And the way you coming across is not that I'll do whatever it take. No, it's that's on them energy. See, let me give you this. Remember he said this after San Fran. Listen, let me turn off the music so y'all can hear it.
Micah, the run defense has kind of been a question throughout the years. Just, do you feel like it's still an issue that needs
He said the run defense has been an issue throughout the year
to be addressed even tighter?
He said, do you think it's an issue that needs to be addressed even tighter? Now, if you a linebacker / defensive end, you'll say, yeah, well, we need to do something about that. Obviously, I'm going to go back to the coaches. We go get with my linebacker coach. I'm going to get with my defensive end coach. I'm going to figure out what I got to do to set the edge better, to actually produce better at stopping the run from an edge standpoint and a linebacker standpoint, and we go from there. We go just go up from here. That's what we go do. No, that wasn't his answer. Listen to his answer.
I don't know. That's something that it's just only so much I can do from where I'm sitting at. I don't know what's going on inside. I just set the edge, bro.
I just set the edge, bro. See, when you say that, that's them energy. That's on them energy. See, that's not on us energy. That's on them energy. Yeah, that's them. That means if you just listen to his own words, he himself is not registering as a linebacker. See, that's why Quinn having problems with him. They letting him do it. But that's why Quinn, now I get why Quinn was like, and if anybody got any questions, come to me. Because it looks like it's a divide. Where Quinn had a plan for him to do both, it looks like his plan was just to be a pass rusher. Yeah. And that's exactly what I mean by that's on them energy. That's on them. And then you say, boss, you reaching. All right, am I reaching? Okay, let's look at this interview from this week then. If I'm reaching, let me pull up this interview from this week and let's break it down. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Y'all give me 1 second.
Talk about the focus of the defense, certainly the run defense after last week's game.
Hold on.
We just came in with the mission to get better.
Hold on, let me rewind it real quick because I want y'all to hear this. Them versus us. Yep.
Talk about the focus of the defense, certainly the run defense after last week's game.
We just came in with the mission to get better. Last week is last week. It is what it is. We gotta focus on this week because they're a whole different type of dynamic of team.
So many people have talked about why don't they use Micah more off the ball linebacker rather rush in. What are your thoughts on?
Because ain't that what Quinn said he was? Ain't that what Quinn said he was?
That.
Yeah, people have to understand, right? If you actually watching the game, and I kind of just said something about it, because I keep saying it. When I'm off the ball or when I'm out the game, teams are passing more. And you got to think, why are teams running the ball? It's because they don't want to let me pass rush. So, if you're almost helping these teams by moving me off the ball, which I'm not saying is a bad thing because I do a lot of good things off the ball, especially in the run game, first down, second.
Does he sound like he want to play linebacker? Just keep it real. See, he seems like he's making a case of why I need to stay at defensive end.
Down, blitzing, and things like that. But also, people also got to realize where we at in the season, right? We at a point in the season where we're getting ready for playoffs. So what does that mean? People have to play, right? We know I can play linebacker. We know I can rush. We know I can.
Damn, that's shit. Damn, I didn't know that was Coach Quinn. Micah Parsons was Coach Quinn this whole time. I never knew it. Listen to this. So Micah Parsons is really talking up there like he is the one developing the linebackers. Coach Parsons. Hold on real quick.
Passing more. And you got to think, why are teams running the ball? It's because they don't want to let me pass rush. So, if you're almost helping these teams by moving me off the ball, which I'm not saying is a bad thing because I do a lot of good things off the ball, especially in the run game, first down, second down, blitz.
Ain't that what we needed you? Damn, ain't that what Buffalo was tearing us up? I do some good things, first down, second. Well, that's where we needed you versus Buffalo. When they ran the ball 46 times, really 43. It was 3 kneel downs. But that's where we needed you.
And things like that. But also, people also got to realize where we at in the season, right? We at a point in the season where we're getting ready for playoffs. So what does that?
Coach Quinn? No, that's Coach.
People have to play, right? We know I can play linebacker. We know I can rush. We know I can do all these different things. But you're trying to see what others can do because when it comes playoff time, you want your best players out there. And how does that look?
You want your best players out there? Who was the guy that was drafted as a linebacker / rush in as a top 12 pick? Was it Bell? Because I'm asking the question, was Bell drafted in the first round or something? Your best guys out there, was Clark drafted in the first round or something? Or was it Micah Parsons that was drafted in the first round? I'm trying to see something. Like, who is your best guys? Because to me, the best guy out of all the guys is you. Whether that's defensive end or linebacker. So you still fit the case that you're making. You're trying to make a case that you're not the best guy. No, you are still the best guy for the job.
What can each player do, right? So we building foundation, right? Regular season is meant for you to win. You're going to obviously lose some games.
Boy, you hear this? Hold on real quick. I gotta hit him with the button.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Damn, I hate to hit him with it, but he earned it. So you over here talking like a defensive coordinator, like you've been leading men for years and coaching them, and you schooling us on how to develop the younger guys like he a vet coach or something.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. The vibe, this is what the vibe is to me. Some of y'all might buy that, but this is the vibe to me. I don't want to do it.
This is the NFL. It's hard to win, but obviously a lot of people have to grow. People don't realize this is Damon's first year really playing at the NFL. Last year he was coming off his injury, was going back and forth, rotating a lot with Leighton and Anthony Barr. Didn't really play, so this is his first true year of playing LB. So I came in here and I was an All-Pro, but not everyone does that. Like that's not like a rarity thing, like where it's common. Like I think people gotta relax a little bit, give it some time, give it to some.
We need to relax. Oh my bad. Shit. Damn. We just need to relax. Man, my bad. Damn, we just need to relax. Josh Allen only threw the ball 15 times. They ran the ball 46 times, really 43. Buffalo had Cook had the best game of his career on our defense. But we need to relax. We saw our linebackers getting splattered. But, Cowboy Nation, just relax. Calm down. Those guys are just developing. I could step in there, but I will be hurting their development. That's on them. That's what I'm hearing. And he's giving that's on them energy. Let me keep going.
Space, let people grow. Get a rhythm for the game, bro. Like, this isn't an easy sport to play, especially this is the highest level. The best players of each position is out there in the field. So that's just how I feel about it. Just relax. Like, we're going to do a lot of things schematically and build things. And with Dan, I mean, we always get better. We never get worse.
So, it's some good news. I'm going to get to the good news. But we have to deal with the reality of where we are right now. And I first got to deal with the reality before we get into the good news. So Stargazer, she said on that interview we just watched, she said Micah gives his thoughts on playing more off-ball linebacker. It seems that he's telling fans to just trust the process, which I agree with her analysis on that. I think that's perfectly stated. And welcome more losses to give Damone and Bell more time to grow. She ain't lying. He also says they would do some things schematically to help against the run. What y'all think? And I put what I thought. I think, like my button says, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's on them energy. So that's what I think. I think that's on them energy. I'm not hearing that we talk. I'm hearing that you talk. See, people try me with that. That's on them energy. People done tried that on me many different ways. People done tried that on me many different ways. And I see through it every time. Every time somebody try me with that, Oh, that's y'all. I'm not in that. See, that's what I'm saying. It's that I'm not in that energy. That's what I'm talking about. I got so many stories on that. Oh man. I remember like we was doing one time, we was doing a collab show, right? And y'all know we take risks. Like y'all already know how we do.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
So we say stuff, right? We say stuff that might make you uncomfortable, especially if you are corporate, right? Or especially if you work for the Cowboys, you might get uncomfortable, right? So like for instance, my boy Big Game James will say it a heartbeat. He don't say it anymore. But he used to say all the time, Baby Nuts Jones. Right. And we would have guests, right? And them guests would quickly say, ha 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 ha, y'all crazy. See, I'm not in that. See, they trying to make it clear. Boss, if y'all see this, that was them, that wasn't me. Oh, y'all crazy. See, people that's quick to push away the group that you're supposed to be in, you ain't trying to be in the group, homie. Yeah. And what's happening is basically what he said, just like Star said, we gonna lose some games because we trying to give Damone and Bell a chance to grow. You know, I could step out there, but you know what? I would be hurting their development. Y'all need to just calm down. So a lot of people would have the thought that this is about money, right? And this is where I'm gonna be very fair to Micah Parsons. Very fair. I'm gonna be so fair, right? Because you hearing the noise grow of selfish, okay? But I'm gonna be very fair to Micah Parsons. And the first thing, me and the OC say this a lot. If you are fair and a good debater, you can debate both sides. I see your super chat. Let me go ahead and take these super chats real quick. Let me take, because I see y'all think I'm missing them. I see every one of them. Let me take these super chats real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. So that, like, let me get to y'all, and then I'm gonna get back to the content. Yeah, let me get y'all super chats. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get these super chats. Let's get it. All right, here we go. I know my boy James, like, you better get my super chat. I sent you $20. Yeah, no doubt. I see it too. Appreciate it. He said, just finished watching the team that demolished us struggle with the Chargers. Pissed me off. I watched real run stopping linebacker shut down James Cook. The Chargers defense balled and made our defense look soft.
Yoga fire.
Oh man, this is the super chat that Coach Marv sent. He said, what's up, boss? Preach. Say what others should say to get the best out of our line. Accountability of leadership. Man, I appreciate that, Coach. Because I already know for the most part, I'm standing alone on this. Just being honest. It's not that many people that would even say he's a friendly lion, even though he's a friendly lion. You know? It's a lot of people that want to interview him. It's a lot of people that want favors from him. I just want him to be great. That's all I want. And if he end up hearing about this and it piss him off, I accept it. Cause that's what I want anyway. How many times I'm gonna say I want the dark side?
Good.
Yeah, I want that dark side. I sure do. And I want him to be like Tom Brady, looking for reasons to be pissed. Out there, just angry for nothing, just pissed. Just like, bro, I'm just pissed, bro. Like, I just want to slap somebody. Is that okay? That's how I want him playing. I guarantee he go play better. I guarantee you go see a whole nother side of him. Cause he the tone setter. Yeah. If he angry, if he mad, guess what the rest of the people go do that's on the defense? They go join him. They're gonna join him. They gonna get pissed cause he pissed. But if he friendly, guess what they are? Friendly. He the tone setter. He is. See, that's why I started with Quinn. Now I'm working the Micah. And other stuff that we need to, because this is about us getting prepared for the playoffs. And I gotta say what others not willing to say. That's real talk. So I appreciate that, Coach Marv, greatly, especially coming from you. For real. And then J-Rod said, Jerry already said he's a pass rusher, so he ain't going to linebacker. So J-Rod, let me ask you a question, and everybody else a question. Isn't that a problem? Isn't that a problem for us to be saying Jerry said he's a pass rusher, so he not playing linebacker? What did Quinn call him though? See, y'all see the problem? Can y'all see the problem? Quinn called him an off-ball linebacker that blitz. Jerry said he not. See, we on that again. You see the problem? This is where you can't even fully blame Quinn. Let me say that again. Y'all don't see the problem where Jerry out there. No, he's an edge rusher. He's an edge rusher. Hold on real quick. My homie in the house. Oh, G, Law. He say, oh, man. Law, don't. My boy Law, let's talk. He say, they be acting like we don't know football. When we praise them, they accept that. When we correct them, they get mad. Hey, I'm cool with them getting mad. That's number one. But number two, let me speak on the first part Law said. They acting like we don't know football. See, let's talk about that. I want to talk about that. Let me take my time and talk about that. See, first of all, I did not like how a lot of people was coming at my boy Law Nation on Twitter on his idea at Micah playing linebacker. And they was literally coming at Law and Tuck as if they was just talking. And they was wrong. That's the craziest part. So this is what all the people that's saying we want Micah to always play defensive end no matter what. This is what they're saying. If we run up on an opponent that's successfully running the ball on us like Buffalo was, don't even consider Micah at linebacker because the value of defensive end is just too important. Oh, don't say that, bro. Don't say that. He said this is L. Collins' story all over again. Whoo, man, don't say that, bro. I hope you wrong on that. But that's why we all doing what we doing. That's why we all see. That's why Law took bullets on Twitter. He took bullets for this idea. J Tuck took bullets for this idea. But we all willing to take the bullets to win. So now, Law, we was treated like we don't know football. We was. And it was insulting. I put it out there, very insulting. Cause see, they don't have that same energy when the mainstream media people were saying exactly what we were saying. Oh man, Ooh, man, hold on real quick. It's getting nasty up in here. My boy Coach said, read the tea leaves. The team classified a player fact. Stephen Jones is leaving Micah Labor as a linebacker for negotiation purposes. We will. So that's why we got to ask the question, if we've been fair to Micah Parsons, can we blame him? See, because I know we want to call him selfish. See, that's the easy thing to say. But what you got to do is you got to step back and look at it from his point of view, right? So from his point of view, he watched the front office play games with Dak. He watched the front office play games with Amari Cooper. So you mean to tell me they're not going to play no games with me? See, sometimes we create the monsters. See, it's easy to say, he just needs to move to linebacker. Yeah, but see, if he quickly and too willingly take that on, then front office can start scheming and say, Dan Quinn, hey, leave him at linebacker this week. And so Micah Parsons, he saw how Dak was treated. He saw how Amari was treated. He saw early in the season, CeeDee Lamb was not getting his targets. So do you blame him for having a trust issue?
Oh, hell no.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him for having trust issues. He is in a very messed up position. He could do what's best for the team, but then his friendliness could be used to get against him when it's contract time. Or he could be like, you know what? I'm playing the edge where I'm going to get my bag. Because I saw y'all play games with my other teammates. So this ain't all on Micah either. And I'm not going to be a part of the mob that's just saying he's selfish and shit. Now, it's more, you got to look at this from the big picture. We got to measure the whole Kool-Aid. This is the situation we in. Hold on real quick. But y'all coming with them super chats now, man. I appreciate it. Ooh, y'all bringing it. I appreciate it, man. Hold on, my boy Common Sense said, our content creators are what we want the Cowboys to be. By any means necessary, just freaking win. Mainly be feared. No team fears it. And I'm going to say this. Not all the content creators are like this. I want to definitely say that. No, it's not all of us are like this. Not all of us stand out here like this. Not all of us stand like Law was standing and take bullets for the team. No, it's a lot of people that play it very safe. It's a whole lot of people that would never call Micah a friendly lion. They would never do it. Never. Because they want the interview. They want the interview. They want him to favor their channel. See, the test is for all of us, how bad do we want to win? Because if you really want to win, then you don't just get bold to call out front office or Dak. You call out all of it. And it's not saying Micah not great. What we saying is it's another level and we need you to get there. And I know you can do it. And if you do it, you have a chance to actually be a real GOAT. See, it's another issue that a lot of people are not talking about. Likely, I almost guarantee you, Micah's agent, I guarantee you he telling them to play just defensive end. See, because you got to understand, agents are like attorneys. They go tell you what's best for you. And that's their job, to tell you the fastest and easiest way to the bag. And if I was his agent and I'm working on behalf of Micah, I'm gonna say, hey, Micah, I know they want you to play linebacker, but be careful, man. Dallas front office, they would try to label you as a linebacker when it's time to get paid. So I'm gonna be honest with you, big dog. If you really trying to get the bag, you probably need to let year 3 be all about the edge. If I was his agent, I would tell him that. Because my job is to get you the bag. The fastest way is, yeah. So could that be why we seeing that's on them energy? See, we gotta look at it from both sides. We can't just look at it from our fan side. See, from our fan side, we like, Micah just want the bag, old greedy mofo. Well, you know. So, what I would hope Micah could do, I would hope that Micah made himself available to play some of this linebacker if needed. It looked like he ain't gonna do it. But if needed, I would want him to make himself available because, in my opinion, if he took that challenge on, he could put himself in a position to where he super forces the Cowboys to have to pay him. Because you're not just super impactful from the edge. You are impactful wherever you are to an all-pro level. See, it was only one player that used his versatility for double. Y'all know who that was? I guarantee Law know who that was. I guarantee Law know who that was. Law is a true historian. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's only one player in the Dallas Cowboys history that used his versatility to get double. I'm going to tell you who it was. It was Prime. Because Prime played so many positions, he made Jerry pay him. He like, oh, you not just... Look, Trey got it. Deion. Yup, it was Deion Sanders. Deion was like, if I come to the Cowboys, you not just getting... I'm impressed how so many of y'all got it. I'm seeing y'all. Yes, it was Deion Sanders. See, Deion, when he came to Dallas, he was like, but what you think you paying for a corner? No, you're not. You paying for corner, kickoff return, punt return, and receiver. You got to pay me double. See, Micah agent could be playing it safe. The safest and fastest way for you to get it is the ball at a defensive end. Yeah, that's playing it safe. But what if you trying to really bust the whole bank apart? If you trying to really, man, pull your pants down and boo-boo on the bag. Show the world that you are super impactful at both. That's what I would hope that he would do. But I also understand the temptation. Yeah. Ha ha ha, my boy Law. He said, must be the money. I like this super chat. He said, if they was smart, they would have already paid him. Yeah, he had to get past year 3 to pay him. But it was Prime. So, to me, this is the dilemma that we're in. Now, we're going to talk about a lot of good news, okay? Let me make sure I got to all my content, though. I think I did. I did. Oh, no, I didn't. I got one more. Ooh, I got one more. I got one more. And this one, we gonna sit back on this one. We gonna really sit back and we gonna let this cook. Because this is the deal. We should have saw this coming. All right. We should have saw this coming. I'm gonna sit back, let this play, I'm gonna get into it. Hold on real quick. Y'all coming with them super chats now, man. Y'all really cooking on these super chats. I appreciate it. My boy said, remember Zach holdout? Micah has the leverage. Rookies don't have to pay the penalties like Bosa did, right? Did with San Fran. Micah going to get his. True. Facts. But let me play this real quick and then we go sum it up. Cause see, y'all stay to the end. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all how we can get out of this. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all how we can get out of this, but we gotta look at the whole picture. Okay. Cause we can get out of this. All right. We can get out of this, but we have to be very honest. We have to be yeah, and see Law over here cooking. I need to go ahead and get you on the phone, Law. If you go keep cooking like this in the chat. My boy say, should the experiment be letting Evans play middle linebacker and Clark play the wheel and just move Bell to Kurt's spot? It's a fantastic idea. I think I think your best guy for the middle would be Evans. Just because he got so much history at it and league experience at it. And plus he not gonna have to chase down. He gonna be able to take on all the collisions, and he fits the qualifications of a middle. So let me play this because this is from a video that I did. I did this video. What day did I do this video? I did this video April 7, 2022. And I said 5 reasons why middle linebacker is the biggest need for the Dallas Cowboys. So I want y'all to listen. Now, this is from 2022. And let's see how much of this apply today. All right, and then we go get to the good news. I might even call you, Law. If you could take a call, I'll call you and we'll talk some ball before we get out of here if you can. If you can. All right, but y'all listen to this. Listen. All right. Which leads us to point 4. This is about LVE versus Connor McGovern. Hold on real quick. This is what this is about. Hold on real quick. Because remember I said I was going to go back and talk about what Will McClay said. Remember he talked. Hold on real quick. I got to take this comment. Because I want us to be very measured. He said, great idea. Only problem is Quinn is stubborn. We got to be very careful, y'all. We got to be very careful because some of this stuff is front office. But Quinn is getting the blame for it. See, because it's a lot of us believing that Quinn is trying to force those itty-bitty linebackers. If that was the case, he never would have been lobbying for Bobby Wagner. You see what I'm saying? Some of this is front office trying to force their guys. And we see it on both sides of the ball. So we got to be very careful who we assign blame to. Got to be very careful. That's all. Just trying to be thorough. That's all I'm doing. Not calling anybody out. I'm just trying to be thorough. Here we go. Listen. About Will McClay made it real clear that one of the key things that got Terrence Steele going was those developmental reps when he was a rookie. Let me ask y'all. Hold up. Somebody say with a $2 super chat, they say get Law on the phone, boss. Yeah, I'll try. If he can get on, I'll call him. I'm almost finished too. A question. When did Connor McGovern get his developmental reps? Listen to this stuff. It's important. Because we know when Steele got his, we know how that paid off. But when did Connor McGovern get his? I'm going to tell y'all something. The Hope package is not developmental reps. Okay? Just keeping it real. Okay? So if we looking at needs, right? A lot of people lost patience with Connor McGovern over 3 freaking games. Let me ask y'all a question. What if we would have been impatient? And I'm just talking real football with all the people, right? What if we would have got impatient with Diggs when he was a rookie? What would have happened? would we had witnessed the upside that we saw in his year 2? No, we wouldn't have, right? So people that's considering left guard as the number one need is not even considering Connor McGovern finally getting a chance to develop. Just like Donovan Wilson. Y'all remember Donovan Wilson when he first got his chance? Huh? Anybody remember that? I do. It wasn't that good, was it? Nope, it wasn't.
Yoga fire.
It wasn't. But what had to happen? They had to allow him to develop. McGovern is a pick 90. That's a pick 90. Your first 3 rounds should be guys that you foresee starting. It's up to you to get them developed to the point. And they did not. The Cowboys did not. What they did is they kept trying to make a left tackle in Connor Williams a left guard. And it never worked.
Yoga fire.
Hold on real quick.
So yeah,
Hold on real quick.
About LVE versus McGovern.
Hold on real quick. My boy say, he say, that's what Micah saying, boss. But see, this is the difference. Micah was saying also that you need your best guys out there. He clearly the best guy. Don't leave that out. You funny. You funny. But listen, here we are. I'm finally at the point. Here we are. Listen now. Listen.
That's what I know for a fact. Because let me ask everybody a question.
Listen.
And I really want y'all to answer this question. Think about it. Who would you rather have for a 17-game season? LVE at middle linebacker for 17 games? Or would you want to have McGovern at left guard? If you only had to choose one, which one would you trust to start the season with?
Listen.
This shouldn't even be hard.
Yep.
I would love to see y'all answers in the chat. Because to me, it's obvious.
Yep.
Now, this is another thing that people ain't thinking about. This is the big thing that people are not thinking about. All right, so I'm going to show y'all something. We on point 4, right? And I'm seeing y'all voting. Yeah, everybody rocking with McGovern. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, when you really break it down and you think about it, and you think about where are we now and what should we do in this draft if it came down to LVE versus McGovern, I'm going with McGovern. And that's why linebacker is the top need, because none of us trust LVE, nor should we. And this is exactly why I trust should even be worse. This is from last year before they went into training camp. I want y'all to listen to LVE. Listen.
What changes for you in this scheme with Dan Quinn? Last year and what you were doing.
They asked what changed for you with the position of Dan Quinn.
Listen.
No, I'm going back to pretty much my old role the first 2 years, which I think is what it should have been last year. But I think it's just going to be a lot more familiar to what we were used to running. Just running, hitting, making plays, and having fun.
What changes?
Yeah. Huh. What you talking about, boss? What was that? Because what he said is, I'm going back to what I was doing the previous year.
He said I was going back. Listen, though. Listen.
I told y'all we was gonna talk about football, man. Cause this is real football talk. This ain't no chump talk. We talking real. He was playing middle linebacker under Mike Nolan.
Right.
He was talking about that it was better for him to go play weak side linebacker.
Right. Okay. Now, what was he? Just think about it. What was LVE playing this year and last year? Was he playing the Mike or the weak side? So the weak side is the linebacker that's away from the strength of the offense. Okay. And you don't have to take on as much punishment, right? But just listen, and this go have something to do with today. Listen. This is why that's important. That's why the details of what I'm saying is important. Because when I say linebacker, I'm talking about the middle linebacker position. I'm not talking about weak side. But also, what helped him get through a 17-game season? What helped LV get through a 17-game season? Why did he get through a 17-game season? It was the fact that he was playing weak side linebacker. Right. Why? Why? I'm finna explain to you. Okay. See, and that's why I got this diagram. I also got the links to all these diagrams in the description. I got the links to all these diagrams. Okay. And they do give a full breakdown of these diagrams, right? And what they mean. But this is the key. Most teams play a majority of nickel because it's a pass-happy NFL. And that's what we're doing right now with the big nickel. This is exactly why Dan Quinn have recruited so many safety/hybrid linebackers, because of the trend of the league being a spread. Okay. So when you the weak side linebacker, guess who comes off the field when it's a nickel package? The strong. The strong side linebacker. Yep. Okay. Because the strong side linebacker plays to the strength of the offense, and usually on the tight end side. Right. So, and when it's a dime package, your weak side linebacker and your strong side linebacker comes off the field. Yep. And your middle stays. Right. Your middle stays. So what does that have to do with LVE? Well, let's look at the depth chart from last year and see if we see a difference. What's different this year than the depth chart from last year? This is the depth chart from last year. We don't have Jalen Smith. We also don't have Canu Neal. And you out your mind if you believe Jabril Cox is a middle linebacker. You smoking all kind of good crack. You smoking the best. Yeah. So we have way less depth than we had going into the season this year. I told you we talking real football. And we had even less depth this year. Talking real X's and O's up in here, man. Now check this out. I'm gonna show you something else too. Why middle linebacker is exponentially important. I really want y'all to listen to me. I'm telling y'all the truth. Watch this one. And I got all the links in the description. Y'all can go behind me and research this yourself. Everything, the Will McClay interview is in there. Everything is in there. You can go right behind me to make sure what I'm telling you is true. Okay? All the references, Bobby Wagner, everything that I use as a reference is in the description. Because if I'm telling you the truth, you should be able to go look at my resources and my research references. Check this out. The Mike linebacker or the middle linebacker takes a pounding. Your Mike linebacker or middle linebacker has to be mentally ready to take a pounding. He's going to be in a 48-minute or 60-minute war with the fullback against I formation teams or the dive back in the option offense. He will be blocked much more often than outside linebackers by offensive linemen too. He has to be able to block destruct. He will almost never have a play where he is not having serious physical contact with someone. The Mike is the one true prototypical linebacker. He needs to have a tough mentality, leadership ability, and I highlighted this, durable body. Does that sound like LVE?
Oh, hell no.
Huh?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. For the weirdo that came in my chat named Toby one and called it said this was stupid. No, this is facts. This is facts. No, it's just that I don't talk like the crowd. Yeah, this is LVE we talking about, y'all. Yeah. Does that sound like LVE can take that? Is he made for that? Huh? Is he made for middle linebacker? That's why he said out his own mouth, I'm happy to be going back to either the weak side linebacker or the strong side linebacker. Why? Because the intelligence of Dan Quinn made the switch, which gave him more durability.
The only time recently that LVE got through the whole season was when he was the weak side linebacker. This is also why the Dallas Cowboys should have saw this coming. They should have known to have not just insurance on insurance. Listen.
You really think, especially if you look at next year's schedule, that he go hold up in the middle?
Did he hold up last year? Did he?
Oh, hell no.
Now, remember when I was saying this, we wasn't in the season yet. And I was telling everybody, he not built for middle. He doesn't have the frame. See, that's why we got to be careful.
Fire. All right, let's look at history real quick. I'm gonna show y'all history. See, because this is why y'all gotta sometimes don't troll people. Don't troll people because they think different. Sometimes you gotta listen to them, hear them all the way out. Because this is one thing I hate about draft season. Everybody kind of get a sense of pride that they know exactly what the crowd is thinking. But what makes sense? I don't care what the crowd is thinking. What's the smartest thing for the Cowboys? All right. But let me show y'all something. Let's go back in time. This is from my first book. Okay. Let me get my big head out the way. This is the linebacker section. All right. So for everybody that's thinking I just pulled this out my ass, I didn't. No, this is 3 years of in-depth research about my team to the point I wrote a whole freaking book. Okay? So check this out. I said second team all-pro linebacker Leighton Vander Esch was drafted in 2018 because of the Dallas Cowboys desperately needing insurance for veteran linebacker Sean Lee. In 2020, veteran Lee is now insurance for Vander Esch. When the insurance for insurance needs insurance, the Dallas Cowboys have concerns to address. The good news is the front office already found, I should have said Will McClay because that's who found them. The good news is the front office already found quality starter grade.
This should be pissing y'all off. It really should. If you keeping up with this should be pissing you off.
Insurance for Vander Esch. with former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. What does that got to do with now? Because you got to look at how Stephen Jones moved. Because the clear replacement to Sean Lee should have easily been Malcolm Smith. He finished the season stronger. He finished with a great game versus the... Are we going through this right now? Are we going through the same shit right now? I'm asking a real question. Yes, we are. We keep seeing the same things because a lot of people, we blaming Dan Quinn, but you got to look at the pattern. It's a pattern of our guys versus the outside free agents again. Malcolm Smith was an outside free agent. So a lot of us keep asking, why we not seeing Evans? Dan Quinn play favorites. Wait. If you seeing the same problems that you were seeing before Dan Quinn, it's not fucking Dan Quinn. The Washington Commanders, he didn't have the issues and the surgeries of Sean Lee. But who did Steven bring back? Let's look at the next year. Oh, if you thought he brought Sean Lee back and sent Malcolm Smith on, you was right. And he sent Malcolm Smith on and kept Sean Lee. But it's Dan Quinn. After this, Sean Lee retired. Right? And when he retired, he said something. He said, if I wouldn't have been a Cowboy, I would have been out the league 3 years ago. He himself knew he was over. But because he was one of Jerry's and Steven guys, we still doing it today. See, you can substitute Malcolm Smith and Sean Lee. You can substitute that now for the young linebackers and Evans. We playing the same games. Our guys, the guys we drafted, our guys. It's the same stuff. Different faces, same politics. They picked their favorite pet cat over what was best for the team. So when you look at Bobby Wagner and his cap hit. Wait. Oh, people forgot. See, I also went through that in this video. That's why y'all need to go check this whole video out. I'm serious. I went into detail of how Dan Quinn was trying to recruit Bobby Wagner and they was in talks. And guess what the cap hit would have been for the Dallas Cowboys to have Bobby Wagner? Anybody want to guess? It was $2.5 million. We could have had Bobby Wagner on this team for $2.5 million as a cap hit. So when you looking at what we going through right now and stop and remember that Dan Quinn was trying to get a solid, true middle linebacker, I'm not blaming Dan Quinn for what I'm seeing with these itty bitty linebackers. I'm just not. I'm like, it's something else going on. It's something else going on. Huh? And you say, and you wonder why Steven say it couldn't work. You couldn't make that work, Steven? You couldn't make 2.5 million work? I'm showing you the 2.5 million right there in the article. It's right there. This article came from Mike Fisher. He said there were questions about how the Rams were able to acquire Wagner when the news of him agreeing to terms broke last week. The Rams just had over 8.7 million in the 2022 salary cap space, according to the NFLPA. Prior to signing, Wagner's 22 cap hit is just $2.5 million. And Steven said, I can't make it work. But we blaming Dan Quinn. See, that's why we gotta slow down a little bit. Every now and then you gotta slow down, because the fault is not easy to see sometimes. The only reason I'm good at this is because I keep up with the history aggressively. So I can go back and I can go look at and remember what was going on during certain times, so that I assign the blame to the proper person. Measuring the Kool-Aid of a cap hit. Oh, look like we got Malcolm Smith part 2. I said, look like we got Malcolm Smith part 2. What am I saying? Politics was why we didn't get the appropriate linebacker on the Dallas Cowboys. We went with our guys. And we did it again with Bobby Wagner versus LVE. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have a Super Bowl MVP, former one, younger than Sean Lee? Or Sean Lee? Who did Steven go with? Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm keeping it all the way real. That we got some pet cat bull crap going on. Yep. When even your defensive coordinator is lobbying to get Bobby Wagner in this building. Bobby Wagner, according to Mike Fisher, and in direct quotes, said himself, it was real. He said I was having real conversations. Look, because I know some people out there that believe that, Bobby Wagner was never talking to the Cowboys. Well, shit, what did he say out his own mouth? Y'all know Bobby Wagner don't have an agent too. So he represents himself, and he said himself, it was a very real thing, me talking to Dan Quinn. And the reasons why I wanted to come was Dan Quinn. And Steven blew it up. See, I'm peeping the game. Y'all might not be peeping it, but I know a lot of y'all peeping it. Some people not. But a lot of y'all peeping this. I'm sure peeping this. I see what's going on. Yeah. So check this out. We still ain't done. We talking real ball. Because we was talking about the nickel and we was talking about LVE. Because remember, we still on 0.4. I have not forgot where I am. 0.5 is the best one though. Y'all listen to this. Remember, 0.4 was LVE versus Connor McGovern. That's what we dealing with. In terms of, now we know, especially if we think a little bit, now we know because of the lack of depth. Quick. Hold on, my boy say, what happened to the good news, boss? It's coming. It's coming. I'm gonna talk about the good news, but I gotta show the history. I gotta show the history, because I'm dealing with the defense. I'm dealing with everything. You know what I'm saying? But I have to show, because it's a lot of people that don't see or know our history. So I'm showing the politics. I'm showing the dilemma that we was in 2022. but how it perfectly applies to where we are now. I will get to the good news, but y'all gonna have to stay to the end. I'm almost finished too. Likely LVE is gonna have to play that middle. What did I just say? Hold on now. What did I just say? What did I just say was getting ready to happen? You trust that? Do you trust that? I asked a question. I said, LVE, based on what's going on, is likely getting ready to have to play that middle. And I said, do you trust that? Based on when you know that middle linebacker has to take on all that punishment, and I asked an easy question that anybody should have saw coming. Do you trust his body at middle? After reading the definition of what a middle linebacker got to do, you trust that? I'm gonna show y'all something else. See, cause listen, I gave this a lot of thought, y'all. I don't be playing with this stuff. When I write a book, I'm really thinking, y'all. I'm not just trying to write something for bull crap. Like, I really think about this stuff. Like, I think about depth, I think about history, I think about, what could happen if some guy gets in. All right, my boy Anthony Hill said Wagner played for $7 million in 2022. See, y'all gotta separate the average per year by the cap hit. The average per year is not the cap hit. His cap hit was $2.5 million. The average salary was $7 million, but the hit was only $2.5 million off the books. Injured. I think about all of that when I'm writing this stuff. My book's about the Dallas Cowboys. It's about what are the things we can do in the offseason. Yeah, it's real stuff. I ain't playing with this stuff. This ain't no joke. So let's just take a look at the opponents and let's talk about this, because we still on point 4. We just on point 4. But let's talk about these opponents. Shout out to my boy West Coast. I'm gonna be honest. This thought came from me and him talking. I'm not gonna steal credit from a guy who energized this thought, but it's a good thought. It's and I don't mind giving credit when it's just factual. So now we looking at the depth, and now we know likely LVE is gonna have to play this middle linebacker. And the key thing that they said in the definition is that this middle linebacker position has to be a person that's known for durability. You know who was known for durability? Whether you liked him or not, you know who was very durable? Jalen Smith.
Yoga fire.
Oh, see, I know I don't see. I already feel a knives coming out. Oh, Jalen, Mr. Swipe, Okay. But he durable, and he tackles, and he better than LVE. So let's just look at this. Are the Titans gonna run the ball? With Derrick Henry? Yep. Heavily. Right at us. Is Cook with Minnesota go run the ball? Yep. Right at us. Green Bay with Aaron Jones, are they gonna run the ball? Yep. Right at us. Is New York go run the ball with Saquon? Maybe. They kind of wishy-washy, so I'm not gonna say yeah to that. The Washington Commanders, are they gonna run the ball with Gibson? Ooh, yeah. They gonna run the hell out that ball. Wait, somebody say, "Are we the pimps or the tricks?" We the tricks. Ooh, it's good news. Just wait. I know it seems like it's bad news. I got the good news coming. Y'all just gotta wait on it. Who was the rushing leader last year? Who was in the MVP conversation? Oh, that guy Taylor from the Colts? Oh, are they gonna commit to running the ball? Who's sitting over there with the Bengals? Who is that? Huh? Oh, that's Mixon. They gonna run the ball. Detroit? Oh, who's that running back over there? I know, because he was on my fantasy team. Swift. D Swift. Are they gonna run the ball? Yeah. Okay. So if I count Tennessee, Minnesota, Green Bay, the Washington Commanders twice, that's 5. Remember, this was 2022. The Colts, that's 6. And then you got the Bengals, that's 7. Detroit, that's 8. And Philly now runs the ball. Philly got on track and got into the playoff running the ball. You think they're going to stop? They didn't stop. So we talking about 9 of our opponents next year are going to be committed to running the ball. Wow, we have a middle linebacker that's not durable. What happened? And what happened? What happened at the end of the season? Gone. So am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping. And this leads to my 5th point. And I'm going to take some calls. My 5th point is we got to protect the queen. We got to protect the queen. What you mean, boss? What you mean protect the queen? I told you my biggest point is at the end. Okay? My biggest point is at the end. So for everybody that stayed, this is the biggest point. Our queen is Micah Parsons. So for people who don't play chess, I'm going to try to explain something to you. Your queen is your most powerful piece. Okay? Your queen is your most powerful piece because it's also your more versatile piece. But this is the problem today. The problem is now we look like we got a queen on a chessboard that doesn't want to be a queen. And we gonna talk, but we gonna get to the good parts, but just let me break this down. And it can do a lot. It can do what the other pieces can't. Every other piece is one-dimensional except your queen. So I'm gonna show you. The queen can move in a lot of different directions. Okay? It can do a lot of damage. It can kill real quick. Okay? So chess players feeling me. Chess players are feeling me. But you got to protect this queen. Because then you got to ask yourself, what will happen if LVE gets hurt? My boy said, gangsters from my head to my shoes. So damn clean, I get a haters the blues. Yeah, Johnny Wood. Johnny Wood know what time it is. Yeah, he know where that beat come from. Gangster from my head to my shoes. So damn clean, I give them haters the blues. Especially knowing it's going to be a heavy, heavy, heavy dose of running next year. What's going to happen? You got to protect that queen. So I'm gonna show you another picture of this queen. Right? That queen, just watch it work. Boom. See, that queen can kill you from long distances where your other pieces cannot. So I want to remind you why we did draft him at number 12. Ooh, I like this comment, man. I like this comment, man. Because this goes into perfectly what I'm saying, too, in a different way. I like this. My boy say, pawns are essentially the most powerful. You find a great athlete that can be taught, then they can be a queen, too. Ooh. And see, I call LVE a pawn. And that's not to insult him. I'm saying that to say he is like a knight or a bishop, to where if you put him in the right position, it's better for the team. But if you have him at middle linebacker where he go likely get hurt, and then what did I say was gonna happen to Leighton Vander Esch? And guess who gonna have to take over for middle linebacker, where you then lose your versatility? That should be real frustrating. How did I see this happening in 2022? What did I say was going to be the result of likely losing LVE? I said it was going to be pressure to move Micah Parsons to middle linebacker. What's going on right now? Huh? I mean, say, bro, this ain't I told you so, bro. This is not that. A YouTuber is not supposed to be able to see the future better than front office. And guarantee it was go happen. I said it was likely go happen. When they moved him to middle linebacker, I said he likely wasn't going to finish. He got hurt both years. Last year and this year, the whole time. And I said the pressure was going to then be to move Micah to linebacker, and it was going to hurt his versatility. Of your queen. So we talked about insurance in the books for insurance. So everybody, I showed everybody while I was talking about insurance for insurance means we need more insurance. We need queen insurance. That's why linebacker is the most important. And I'm not just linebacker, middle linebacker. Because a lot of people have been saying, well, you know, they was talking about Curse plays linebacker. I'm going to just, say, listen. All right, so let's get to the good news. Because that should piss you off. You should be pissed. You should be like, damn. See, because Coach Marv will tell you. He'll tell you straight up. Remember Coach Marv this offseason? He was like, bro, we got to go against the politics of LVE. He used to always tell me that. And I used to always tell Coach this. Coach, it's going to work out. He said, what you mean, boss? I say, I'm not wishing this on him, but his frame don't fit middle linebacker. I said, what's going to likely happen, and I said this over and over and over. I said, LV is going to likely get hurt because his frame doesn't fit the job description of a middle. One of the main things that they said about middle linebackers, they have to be extremely durable. See, Evans is extremely durable. He has the natural frame to take on the damage that can happen from that position. He has the natural frame. You got to remember, LVE was a former safety converted to linebacker. That's why he kept breaking his frame. And see, you got to see, that's why it's dangerous what we doing when we keep throwing these safeties at linebackers. They might have the courage, but you also have to have the frame. And if you're not careful, you will get the courage knocked out their ass. They'll start with courage, but how many times they got to go up against guards? That's why the solution is already in the building. Just don't play the games that you played in the past with Malcolm Smith and Bobby Wagner. Stop treating your free agents like bastards. The solution has always been around us. The first time it was out around us, it was Malcolm Smith. Then we had a chance at Bobby. We did nothing about it. Now we got Mike Evans and we playing games. So the good news is that Will McClay still got us some insurance. It's just, will we stop the games and let the best men play ball? Or are we still trying to build the team through the guys we drafted? It's the same damn games we've been playing since Sean Lee, before Sean Lee. Yeah, that's why I needed to show y'all that history, because now we starting to point at Dan Quinn, and this problem been here before Dan Quinn. It's called politics. So before we play Miami tomorrow, we need to talk about the real problems, not this old surface ass shit that we be talking about. We get so surface. Now you deal with the real. So the real things are this. First, Dan Quinn, you got to get your guys to play up to the standard of Rod Marinelli. Second, the person who sets the tone, Micah Parsons, need to stop being friendly. Because you setting the tone with that. Stop being a friendly lion. And also, you in a hard place where you gotta choose between what's best for the team, with you playing linebacker or defensive end and the back. And then we could also improve just from stopping the politics. Because Will McClay always does his job. He brought Malcolm Smith in the building. Front office them ran them off. Bobby Wagner was in talks with Dan Quinn. Stephen Jones said we couldn't get it done. For $2.5 million? You couldn't get $2.5 million? Oh, we didn't have the money. Man, if you don't stop. What's really going on is what's always going on. We play too many games of politics. But the good news is that we have the answers already here. See, Law started already giving solutions on it. Law was like, shit, take Evans, put him at middle, put Clark at weak. And see, that's what he was saying. And you could take Bell and put him at curse roll, which will really be strong, the strong side. Very good thought by Law. Perfect thought. But you can think it's a number of combinations that could work if you go ahead and put the right downhill linebackers on the field. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Micah Parsons look like he don't want no parts of it. I'm being honest. I'm seeing a lot of that's on them energy. A whole lot of that's on them. Y'all got to be patient. Y'all got to calm down. Y'all got to let the young guys develop. We might lose some games, but hey, y'all got to understand. That's how it works. Like he out there talking like a coach. I thought Coach Parsons was out there schooling us. Coach Parsons was letting us know how it works. Oh, my bad, coach. My bad. I didn't know we had to sacrifice wins for their development. Man, thank you for schooling me. I was so stupid. Thank you. Then on the super chat, he said, "Boss, same thing with Jalen. The injury won't never gonna allow him to get back to the level he needed to be for the mic. It allowed him to get a discount on a durable player." Yeah, but then this is the truth that nobody says. Jalen Smith was really, if you look at the definition of a mic, he fit the definition of a mic more than LVE did. He did. But a lot of people, they got caught up in he swiping and all of that. Yeah, did Jalen Smith miss games? No. But we wanted LVE. And I was saying 2 years ago, and I was right both times. I said he is not going to make it out the season. He was made at best for weak, and really he should have been out the league because his speed left where he really wasn't even no good for weak. It was really time for him to be out the league 2 years ago. So going forward, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the good news. I've been telling y'all. The good news is pressure now. It's a lot of pressure. See, this is what Buffalo did that was perfect. Buffalo shined a bullseye on our issues. So what is everybody talking about right now? Stopping the run. So it's putting pressure on front office to cease the politics, because at some point you got to get the crowd what they want, and what they want is somebody to come in there and stop the run. It's also pressure on Dan Quinn. That's the good news. So what do y'all think he working on right now? You don't think he going crazy right now to shut everybody up about stopping the run? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I know Dan Quinn has a lot of pride, and he is hearing the noise on his defense not stopping the run. So it's pressure on him to go to front office and say, hey, man, listen, I know y'all want us to develop our young guys, but we need to do what we need to do. We need to go ahead and give Evan some tick, because we might need him, especially what we put on tape versus Buffalo. It's a lot of pressure to cease the games and the politics. That's the good news. It's also, as good news, a lot of pressure on Micah Parsons. I'm actually expecting Micah Parsons to go ape crazy this game. I would be shocked if he don't. The way that he had to answer all week for the lack of running, if that don't put no sense of pride in him and shake all that friendliness out of him, I don't know what will. If he the friendly lion this week, having to talk about stopping the run twice, then you are a useless Care Bear lion. You are lion in body only. But I think he gonna answer. I really do. I think the pride go kick in with Micah Parsons, and he go to a whole nother level this week, because his name is being discussed in the worst way. He been called out a lot because he thought he could just get away with pass rushing, and it's a whole lot of people over here like,
oh hell hell no.
We need you to stop the run too, homeboy. You ain't gonna just get over on just, you get after the quarterback and get pressures. No, we need the full job of a defensive end. We need you to set the edge and also get some tackles too. We don't have time for you disappearing in big games because you sharing jerseys, being friendly, and want to drink a beer with Josh Allen. No. The pressure is on him to not be the friendly lion where you can put your arm in his mouth. If a lion was raised in the jungle and you went over there and tried to put your arm in his mouth, he would say thank you because you are now my food. But Micah Parsons does not treat the enemy like food. He treats the enemy like a friend. And he sets the whole tone of friendliness. And I'm the one that's going to say it. I'm not going to tiptoe around it. I'm going to say it. Because I want him to be great. I want him to accept fully the dark side, which is going to make him better.
Powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side.
You got to take on the dark side, Micah. You got to.
Did anybody disrespect you? That you said.
Hold on real quick. Here we go.
Did anybody disrespect?
No, that ain't it. Here it is. I gotta play the right one. Somebody say do it again. Hold on. I know what you talking. Good. That's my part two, Montana. When he say good, he say. Yeah, your hate has made you powerful. Good.
Your hate has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side.
Take your father's place. You want to be GOAT?
Good.
You want to be the GOAT? You want to be the GOAT? Do you want to be the GOAT, Micah Parsons? Do you want to be the GOAT of your position? Do you want to be the GOAT? Listen to the GOAT.
I didn't have any friends on the other team. My friends were the guys that were in the battle with me.
This group here is going to be why we win, right?
For me, anger was good. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys. But man, if I could just... What did they say? What did they look like? Did they disrespect me at all?
Poor build, skinny.
Those are little things that can get me right in the emotional frame of mind that when I ran on the field and I said, let's get
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows, can't ride the wave cause